This is Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I'm so excited to be back from New York. If you have not watched, I think Wednesday night or like Thursday early morning, I finally uploaded my epic IMATS New York haul. It was long, but I explained in there that that was kind of like my birthday present, Mother's Day, anniversary. I really went crazy. So for those of you who like hauls, you'll like it. For those of you who have trouble with people spending money, you won't. But the majority of you guys liked to see what I got, and definitely going to be on a budget now moving forward. But it was really fun, and Cassie and I had an awesome time. Like, I can't wait. I'm going to be filming my Inglot haul just right after this video, and then also I'm going to be filming my experience at IMATS. I just had the most amazing time ever. People were, I can't even describe to you how important and special everyone, y'all made me feel. I thought I would show up there and seriously no one would know who I was, and you know, because I'm not like that big of a deal, but I showed up, and so many of you came up to say hi to me and to take a picture, and I cannot tell you how much that meant to me, so thank you very much. I'm just going to have a flop this week because I kind of just tried a lot of products, and I kind of stuck to one thing since I was traveling. To start off with, I've talked about before, but I just recently saw it at Sally's, and before then I didn't think you can get it. I thought you had to order online, but it is the wet brush. Now, I have talked about this before. I have extremely, like, really tangly hair. And so, but when you comb your hair out, like, you're supposed to be really gentle, and like when you're combing your hair, especially when it's wet, you really need to be careful with it. So I use a lot of detanglers and stuff, but I could use no detangler, get out of the shower, and comb my hair with this brush, and it seriously makes my hair feel like my hair is made of silk. It just glides through your hair and doesn't pull on it. I use this on my daughter's hair, like all of my girls, I use this on their hair. I use it on my hair. I am obsessed with this brush. It's like better than the Tangle Teaser, so it's called the Wet Brush, and I believe it's around $9, so it's relatively inexpensive, and you can find them at Sally's now. So if you don't do anything, you need to do this brush. Do this brush. Like, it's so awesome. I promise you, you will never regret it. Especially if you have tangly hair, you won't regret this brush, because I seriously, like, want to say swear words, like scream them out. That's how, I mean, if my husband even walks in when I'm combing my hair, like before this brush, I want to be like, get out of here. Get out of here, I can't talk to you, because I turn into like a monster when I'm combing my hair, because it hurts so bad that it just makes me want to like spout off nasty things. So this brush solves a lot of problems for me, and one being I don't have to yell at my husband, and two being it makes my head feel good and my hair nice and shiny. You can use it besides your hair being wet as well. This is like my all over brush. If you watched my haul, if you haven't seen my New York IMATS haul, I'll try and link it here and below. But I hauled one thing that like particularly stood out to me among some of the products that I got was that I had never tried before, anything from the Illamasqua brand. Now this blush, their blushes are relatively expensive, I would say, for a blush, and I'm comparing that to a MAC blush, which is around $21, $22. These are $26, and I know that seems like a lot. You do get, you know, I guess a decent amount of product, but it seems like a pretty big square pan. But it's really, I'm wearing it today. It's just such a nice, like, it's a baby powder pink color, and this is in the powder blush from Illamasqua in the color Katie. It's just a really nice powdery pink. I first heard this from my friend Kristen Game. She really knows what's up when it comes to makeup, but if you can see it right here, when it applies, it just gives a really nice color to your cheeks, and I really love it. I just really love it. It is very nice consistency, creamy, and applies really well. So this was definitely one thing that really stood out to me. I wore it almost every day that we were in New York. Both Cassie and I got it, and we both loved it. So definitely one of my favorites. I be interested in picking up some more of their blush. Okay, these Prep and Prime highlighters. I got them in Radiant Rose, which is a nice salmon-y color. And this one is in Light Boost, yeah, which is a yellow under eye corrector. You could probably, if you didn't want to spend the money on these from MAC, then I really like the pen form. I feel like these are very opaque and give really good coverage, and you don't need a lot. If you didn't want to spend the money on them, two alternatives are to the yellow tone corrector would be the Olay color corrector. I love that Olay eye corrector. I think it's 220 eye corrector. It's in a pot. I love that one. And then to the salmon colored one is the Maybelline Dream Lumi in Radiant. That is a salmon color highlighter from the drugstore. So if you didn't want to splurge on these, you could find something comparable in the drugstore. I really wanted to try these out to see if they're worth it because I splurged on them, but I also do love the alternative. Something I really wanted to show you was I noticed this. I know a lot of people are trying to get their hands on anything from the new MAC fashion sets in the Heroine color. And Heroine is just like a purpley fuchsia. This is the lip gloss that I have. Really, really pretty. I just wanted to show you that the new Maybelline collection has these limited edition. I know they're out right now, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's essentially the same color. And this one is in 240 Mirrored Plum. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch them next to each other so you can see how similar they are. They're not quite dupes, but I feel like they're close enough. This one is the Heroine one, and this is Mirrored Plum. There is a little bit of a difference, but I think on the lips they're so similar that you could compare these as very, very close dupes to one another, that if you had this, you didn't have to get this. I love MAC lip glosses. That's just the way it is, but I really do like this Maybelline Color Sensational formula. So, but anyways, I just wanted to point that out, and I have been loving this purple gloss. Another thing from the MAC fashion sets is this lipstick in Embrace Me, and this weekend, last weekend in New York, I really wore this combo a lot. That is the lipstick, and this is the lip liner from MAC in Magenta. If you couldn't get your hands on Heroine, this is so similar to the Heroine lip liner. So that one is Magenta, and that's Embrace Me. And that lip combination is really pretty, and if then you want to pop a little gloss on the center of the lips, makes such a pretty lip. Magenta is in the permanent line. Embrace Me is one of the limited edition lipsticks. If you can't find it on MAC's website, check Nordstrom's or Macy's. They might still have some available. Okay, so I talked about how awesome this little liquid liner is from Stila. This is the Stila lip liner in Stay All Day. It's the waterproof. It is seriously amazing. I have it on today. Let me try and do a close-up. So I'm wearing this Stay All Day today, and I love it. It seriously, it glides on really nice, and it has a good point on the tip, so it makes like a nice wing. If you are not the best at making a wing, try this liner. Something from the drugstore that would be really similar is Fabuliner from Jordana, and that's only $1.99. This one is waterproof, which is what I was missing with the Fabuliner. I really wanted a liquid liner that was claimed to be waterproof, and this is the Stay All Day waterproof one from Stila, and it seriously stays put and doesn't like flake off or fade at all. It stays just as intense as when you put it on. And in my opinion, that's worth spending a few extra bucks on, so I really do like this Stila one. So if you're looking for a good liquid liner that stays all day where you put it, that would be one I would suggest. Another thing, I have been, you know, always searching for good things for my eyebrows. I ended up taking this on the trip because I packed all my eyebrow stuff, and then the day that I was getting ready to go, I just was like, oh, I don't have anything for my eyebrows. Okay, I'll use this. And I used it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I better take this because I actually like the way it looks. It is the taupe, it's the NYX taupe eye and eyebrow pencil. And it just has a really nice brownie taupe color right there, which works perfect for like blonde eyebrows. So it works really nice for blonde eyebrows. I really like this, and I feel like you can pick, I think it's at least under $5, so you can pick this up wherever NYX products are sold. And I think I got mine at Ulta. So I just really like the color match to it, and I feel like it's pretty creamy and good, and like a combination of waxy creamy. And so it sticks in your eyebrows and it kind of stays there, but it's not too dark, at least for me. So I really like this. Two little sample things I want to give a shout out to. When I was at Sephora in New York, I asked for samples because I had actually forgotten night cream and my day cream. So I asked for the Dior samples, and so I got the Dior Sorbet night cream and then the Hydro Life serum. They smell so good, like really pleasant, fresh smell, and I love the way they feel on my skin. Cassie ended up getting the whole set when we were there. I held off because I have a lot of other stuff that I need to go through first, but I really have been enjoying those samples, and I definitely will be purchasing the Dior night cream and day cream, and then I think the eye cream when I run out. Like, that will be my next big purchase of eye cream thing. I just really like it. So if you get a chance, stop by a Dior counter if you can and try that out. If you're in Sephora, I know they sell it there. Just get a sample of it and take it home and just see how you like it. Sometimes you can live off of a couple of samples of stuff. Like, I went in a couple of times. Like, I went in the first time and got a sample of it, and then I went in like a couple days later, or like a day later, and got a sample of it. So every time I was in, I'm like, can I get a sample? Can I get a sample? I wanted to get enough to try so that I really knew if I liked it or not. You know, when you're going to be dropping a lot of money on a facial product, you need to really make sure that it works for your skin and that you like it. And sometimes you need to use it longer than that. So just try that. If you have a Sephora near you and you're able to go in several different times and get samples, I would definitely do that for that and see if you really like it before you invest your money. And the last thing that I have just been loving this week are these Inglot shadows. I'm about to film my haul, my Inglot haul right now, where I'm going to be swatching all of them. $3.99 is the one that I do have on my lids right now, and I will just show this one as to just a testament. So this is $3.99, and they're $6 each. Really quick swatch of it. Sorry, I'm not meaning to flick you off. So as you can see, such a beautiful color. That's it swatched right there. Really creamy, super buttery, like unbelievable pigmentation in these things. I can't even attest to how awesome they are. We went into the Inglot store and decided to just forego the 30% off by waiting in all the lines, because we wanted to be able to swatch them and just take our time. And it was nuts at IMATS, like the Inglot place was nuts. So we went into the store separately and just took our time swatching and pulling out different things, and every single shadow that I swatched I wanted. So there came a point where I just stopped swatching stuff because I was like, I'm gonna buy the whole thing. Creamiest, most pigmented shadows. I wore them almost the entire time I was in New York. I'm wearing them all today. I love them. There's different finishes just like there is in MAC. And you can make different palettes. If you're interested in Inglot products, Inglot eyeshadows, and you do not have a store near you, you can go visit the Inglot website and you're able to order colors off of there. I highly suggest that you look up swatches online. Several videos out. I'm going to be putting my video out, so if you see the swatches that you like in my video, I highly suggest that you write those down, and then you can go to the website and kind of plug in the numbers. That's how I did it. I had a list before I went of all the videos. I know Temptalia, Temptalia.com, she swatched a bunch of Inglot shadows. She has really good pictures of swatches on her blog, so if you're interested in seeing close-up pictures, I would do that. But just Google it. You can find tons of swatches. YouTube some videos. You can find tons of videos on it. I'll have mine. So anyways, and then you can order from there. So that's how I suggest to do it, and really high quality. I highly recommend them. So that is my Friday favorites and flops. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.